Morning, YouTube. Still got the cold, so please forgive the voice. It's getting better. I'm on the road. I'm in Ranson, West Virginia, sitting in a Home Depot parking lot. I think I'm going to spend the whole day here, relaxing. I'm tired of driving. I got a nice sunny day, and the bus is never quite done. I've got a few little projects to do today. Some of them more important than others. I'm going to, you saw me put the tanks in, but I never did finish how I want to have the hose attached to it for dumping, and locks. And there's 3 doors to get in. When I shut the front doors, the folding doors from the inside, there's no way you're getting them open. But when you leave, if I slam them hard enough to shut it, then I'm not getting them open. And the back is, armpit high, and I'm not going to climb up there. So I'm going to do that. I've already put a hasp on that door. I'll show you. And I'm going to use this type of lock, which are, unless you got a grinder, they're almost impossible to cut off. You can't get, universal lock picks in there and break that thing open. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you how I'm going to do locks on the back 2 doors. So at least we'll do one of those. But while we're here and sitting in the driver's seat, I thought I'd give you a little quick overview of the cockpit, as it were. So, and being just a regular old school bus, it's pretty basic. I've got speedometer and odometer, and the what I've added to it are a few things. Let's see, there's an amp meter. I like those a lot better than the voltmeter, because the voltmeter doesn't tell me a whole lot. Amp meter tells me whether I'm discharging or charging. So down on the dashboard here in the center, you see a fuel gauge, but it also is water temperature. There's a button over here to push to change it. That's the voltmeter. And let's see, there should be an oil pressure one right there. Not running, so no oil pressure. Got my air, odometer, and default setting is fuel. So that's what that all is. Over here, lots of controls that went to things that I don't have anymore. All the flashing lights, they aren't there. The windshield wipers are up here. Basically, all these controls would control the lights. I've got 2 switches here for fans that I need to remount. One gets mounted here, one gets mounted in the middle. And these are the rear heaters, don't exist anymore. And then mirror defrosters right and left. I put in my GPS, so it's right here. The engine is quite loud, being as it is right down here underneath my feet, more or less, or right next to me. So if I'm accelerating, it's loud. If I'm just cruising, it's not too bad. But with the GPS right here, I can just glance over and see it. Mirrors, I can see real well here. You're not supposed to use these for driving, but I'll tell you what, that gets rid of any possibility of blind spot. Same on the other side. With the 2 mirrors, one looking down the side, one looking out, and concave or convex. Much better. So yeah, that's the overview of the cockpit. Let's go out the back, and hopefully the wind won't be a problem today. We'll see how that goes. All right, so let's go. We'll show you how I'm doing that hose. Okay, so this is the hasp I was talking about. I mainly got to keep the cat in, but what I did was, to keep this from flapping while I'm driving, I just latch it with a carabiner, bring it over, and I can just give it a twist when I'm just around it. Keeps the cat from pushing it open, and she's a little bit of a pain trying to escape and catch her again. So let's go to the back. Okay, so we got the cleaner on there. Fingers are purple. Everything's checking out. So, whoops, I gotta clean these. There's not going to be any pressure, so I don't really have to clean them, but better safe than sorry. All right. This goes with this, and this goes with that, and this goes with this, and this goes with that. We're all set. Use as much glue as you like, because I personally don't think you can use too much, because it does sort of lubricate it as it goes on deeper, farther, makes it a better bond. Okay, so there's that. There's a little O-ring that goes in this that I'm going to have to figure out how to keep with this, because it's not going to stay here as I drive down the road. I don't think I need to put a Teflon tape on this. And then what I've got is 24 feet of hose. Basically used for sump pumps, utility pumps, and all that fun stuff. It's way longer than I'm ever going to need, I think. Yeah, it's a different thread. It does come with adapters, but the inch and a quarter, inch and a half, but they really don't need them because they are different thread than this. So I just put the hose clamp on there. That on, tighten the clamp up, and then when I need to dump, I can pull this out. I'm gonna do that, run the hose to wherever, flick the valve, there we go. So just gotta tighten up this hose clamp, and this is all set. Then we'll move on to a lock on the back door. Okay, so my original plan was that when the door opens up, this bar moves. My original plan was to put this here, that'll block that. Trouble is, no matter where I put it out there, the outer ring, there's a curved spot where the handle outside moves. And no matter where I put it, this overlaps. Unless I cut off some of this bar, and I really don't want to do that. So, what I've decided to do is plan B is going to be to mount this down here. It'll serve the same purpose, as long as I mount it far enough out that it's going to hit, that it will keep that door from opening, and that's basically the plan. So let me see if I can make sure this fits. That's going to get mounted about like that. I'll put some self-drilling screws through there. But first, pilot hole through the door. Make sure that this is long enough. That will make it through the door. So, always hair raising, drilling holes through the bus. And of course the battery dies. Okay. Pile of hole. Now I gotta find the right size hole on the outside for go through this way for the lock mechanism to go in. Well, unfortunately, I neglected to delete a whole lot of previous videos from the camera, and that's at that point it started to just turn itself off. It took me a while. I figured it out. I deleted a whole mess of stuff, so hopefully I learned that lesson. Basically, what I did after that was drill the same size hole, big hole on the other side, get that in and mount it, and works great. A little fiddle around to get it exactly right so that it didn't jam up. I did the side door in a similar way, but that door, for whatever reason, is thinner, and so it's going to be, basically I got to cut a slot in the frame. But even unlocked, no way anybody's coming through that the wheelchair lift. And there's no power, so even if you open up the door, you can't lower it. The cat can't even get through there. So, in any case, when I do a walkthrough, I'll show you those having been completed. So, all right, you have a good night, YouTube, and I got another travel video coming out tomorrow. All right? Or, yeah. So, good night, YouTube.
Don't forget, if you like what I'm doing, want to help me out a little bit, or you just want one of these really cool stickers, you can click on the donate button on the main page, and for every $5 donation, I'll send you 2 of these little beauties. Make great rust bandages, suitable for small buses or big buses.